Hey, 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 how y'all doing? Welcome if you're new to the channel. Welcome back if you love me. I love you too. We're here for Astro Dice. So without further ado, Spirit, I already picked out some decks. Who am I reading for? Aquarius. Aquarius and Aquarius placements. You do not have to be an Aqua Sun. You just have strong Aquarian energy in your chart, right? Could be your moon sign, rising sign, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, Mars, whatever. You have strong 11th house energy too, okay? With that, we're going to get right into your reading. So we're going to start with the Harrow, not Tarot, Harrow. And see what the overall energy is. I've also got my energy alignment deck and the Heaven and Hell cards, as well as traditional Rider-Waite and the Field Tarot. And then I've got Magical Spirit Oracle for guidance at the end. Spirit, what is Aqua, Aquarian energy? The house that Aquarius rules for you, because Aquarius rules at least something in your chart. So make sure you check the house that Aquarius rules, because this is where this energy is going to make the most sense. Okay. What is going on, Spirit, for Aquarius? Aquarian energy. What do they need to know at this beautiful divine time whenever they are meant to catch this? Oh, a divine storm. A divine storm. The Lost just came out for Gemini when Gemini got the Astro Dice, and it's flying out for you now. Okay. We got the Idiot on the bottom. It's literally what the card is called. Okay. Idiot is on the bottom. And on top, the Juggler. That also came out for Gemini. You might be dealing with a Gemini, or you also have strong Gemini placements in your chart. All right. Because they both came out for Gem. The Lost and the Juggler. And they're both present here. So we're going to get into this message and see where it takes us. So yeah, if you're just air heavy in general, this might be significant for you. Okay. So let's see. The Juggler. The Juggler is a chaotic good card. Okay. Chaos and good aligned. It represents fate, the gods, or those who play with the lives and destiny of others. If this titanic juggler can keep up his rhythm, he will achieve his goals. If they're misaligned and he falters, the tragedy and failure are assured for those lives he's meddled in. So the juggler represents someone who is responsible for the lives of other people. A typical example would be parents being responsible for the lives of their children, right? You could have the same thing as like a CEO or a boss of a company is responsible for all of the lives that are employed within that company. If they fuck up and make a bad deal, the company goes broke, people start losing their jobs, right? They're responsible. It's no different with a spouse, right? If your spouse is responsible for the well-being of the other people in the family. So someone is responsible, or at least they're supposed to be. They're in a position of responsibility, okay? They're in a position of responsibility. With the Idiot on bottom, though, I don't know if this card has ever shown up in any of the readings I've done using Harrow. All the time I've used Harrow. You can correct me if I'm wrong. All right, but I'm pretty fucking certain We never got this card. So the Idiot is a neutral evil card. The Idiot is a card of grave foolishness and greed. It can mean bribery, blackmail, or naivete so grand it can see no evil. The goblins have captured a foolhardy man representing the knowledge that loss of dignity can precede loss of life. Misaligned, this card can indicate feigning of idiocracy to disguise one's gift. Feigning of idiocy to disguise one's gift. So I feel ultimately, whether you are dealing with it personally, you are in the position personally, or you are straight up witnessing other people and their Aquarian placements going through this, okay? You might see or experience someone who is responsible for other people, but also be exceptionally greedy or selfish, meaning the actions that they're choosing are not in consideration of how their actions would make other people feel. Someone who takes actions selfishly for their own reasons and does not consider how it affects other people. It would be like, I'll give you a couple examples, okay? One, it could be a fucking gold digger. A gold digger, even if they've got kids, will jump from relationship to relationship to relationship, chasing more money. Whoever's got more money, that's where they're going, and they don't care that their kids are being affected by the moves or the separations of partners that they're having emotional attachments to and emotional detachments from. You know, they're just following the money, and they don't care what happens to their children's psyche or their children's heart space or anything like that, right? Would be an example. It could also be, an example would be a partner that cheats, right? They're selfish. They're not considering how it's going to make their partner feel if their partner ever found out. Chances are they will find out. They always do. It's just a selfish act outright. Infidelity is fucking selfish. So it could be something like that, right? Where a spouse is responsible for the well-being of their partner. Well-being, not just being financial, but emotional, physical body, right? Because STDs are in the world. They're psychological. They have a responsibility for their partner, right? And they just don't care. So that would be considered someone who is in control and acting from a place of greed or selfishness, right? That it's foolish. It's grave foolishness. It creates loss, right? The loss of dignity can precede the loss of life. And it doesn't mean necessarily to unalive someone, but the loss of life, meaning the life they're living, okay? That they don't carry themselves from a place of dignity or integrity. It precedes, those actions precede the loss of the life that they're living, right? It's no different for a CEO of a company or someone in power or control of a business, where if they are not acting in alignment within dignity and integrity and considering the lives of those who they employ, and they're being selfish or greedy and just trying to crunch numbers and hit numbers, and they don't give a fuck about the people, right? And that they should have a life outside of just work. You know, people are meant to live. We're meant to be social creatures. We're not meant to just slave away and have no fucking life. It doesn't feel good. Any human that just slaves away is miserable. It's not our natural state to be enslaved, right? Or to feel enslaved, to work to no end. So if that's the case and you just have someone running people into the ground and not caring because, you know, you got to make your profit, you've got to hit your margins, you've got to put up your numbers, you want to hit your bonuses, you know, and you don't care that other people are suffering under you, well, at some point you're going to start losing people. You know, you're going to start losing people, or you're going to cut the wrong deal, or you're going to have people protesting or some crazy shit. Right? So I feel like someone has an opportunity to be good, but ultimately are choosing evil in a very selfish sense. Okay. So with the dance came out, and I absolutely love this card. Okay. The dance. You can see the figure here is dancing around. She's got her magic staff, and all of the planets are spiraling around her. Okay. Love that. So the dance. The dance is lawful good. Lawful is order, right? Divine order. And it's good aligned. It says the dance is a rich and delicate framework that, like the universe itself, requires everyone within it to abide by its rules, lest the entire construct collapse. It advises staying in perfect step, knowing your place in the greater good. Those who step out of the pattern do so at their peril. Misaligned, the pattern could be hypnotic, but not to the good of all, right? If it's misaligned, it fulfills a selfish desire, an egoic desire, but it's not necessarily in the good of everyone. To do that is to be in misalignment, right? It says misaligned, the pattern could be hypnotic, but not to the good of all. So someone, this is a reminder that everybody has to do what they should do in their highest good at the end of the day. That's why we're here. We're here to heal and learn. We all have free will, but not like we think. The free will choice is high alignment or low alignment. That's it. We don't have a million choices like we think, because even those millions of choices are split up into two categories: high alignment, low alignment, in alignment or misalignment. We have the right to choose, but it gets really uncomfortable. Hey, Shelly, how are you? It's lovely to see you in here. So yeah, the universe, the 12 universal laws, divine law, like, people have to understand that they can keep all the secrets they want. They can do all the fucked up shit they want. But if they're in misalignment, the universe sees it though. You can't hide your energy. You can't hide guilt from the divine. You can't hide pity or sorrow or selfishness or greed or whatever from the divine. You can hide it from people to the best of your ability, but you cannot hide your low vibration, those low vibrational choices, from the divine. Lust, you can't hide it. Greed, you can't hide it. Pride, anger, wrath, whatever, the 7 deadly sins, you can't hide it. Laziness, you cannot hide it from spirit. You can't hide it, right? And this is the thing. People think they could hide it. People think they could have all of this responsibility and fuck off and act and make choices like they don't. The universe said, well, if you act like and make choices like you're not responsible for these people, I'm not going to put you in responsibility of these people. You're going to lose these people. You don't deserve these people. You don't deserve these people. So we have the cyclone and the lost. We have the cyclone with the lost, and then we have the big sky. Whatever this is, Someone's getting freedom from whatever this is. Someone's getting freedom. Because if someone is responsible for other people, and those other people do not deserve to be betrayed because they are in alignment, the universe is setting them free. Universe is setting them free. Because if someone is in alignment and they do choose in their highest good, and they are responsible for you and your well-being, and they hold up to that, and you don't reciprocate the same vibration, the universe is going to separate the two of you. Because you don't deserve someone who is responsible for you and accepts that responsibility, but you don't give the same in return. They care about your heart, but you don't care about theirs. They care about your psychological state of being, but you don't care about theirs. They care about your physical health, but you don't care about theirs. They care about your financial well-being, and you don't care about theirs. What? Universe is like, no. We're going to start to have that fall apart. They deserve better than what you're giving them. Right? So the cyclone and the lost. The cyclone is chaotic evil. Cyclone is chaotic evil. The lost is also chaotic evil. The cyclone is a force that tears through whatever it meets. This disaster does not come in the course of natural order, but is one that comes from the plots of intelligent beings. The cyclone signifies war, arson, or other plans that destroy everything they touched. So listen. Whoever is fucking off and absolutely refusing to heal, that they are staying in the same bullshit pattern and hurting the lives of other people, they're getting nailed with the fucking cyclone. They're getting nailed with the cyclone. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that they're getting fucked over. It is happening because of plots of intelligent beings, the divine, right? The dance, law, karmic law, divine law, universal law. Is like, nope, not having that. Nope. You refuse to fucking heal. You refuse to treat people better. You refuse to be a better person. You refuse to follow the golden rule. You want to be fucking ignorant and think that you can hide things from good people and hurt them without them fucking knowing. You're mistaken. The divine sees everything. It feels everything. Everything. People know when they fuck up, and because they know when they fuck up, so does the universe. Hey Lala, how are you, beautiful? So the lost, right? The lost is the card of emptiness and loss of identity. The 𝗏𝗧𝐿 is forever mad, lost in a world of lunatics, insane asylums, and mass unalivers. For those under its influence, the world makes no sense, and it evokes times where all is babble, as when meeting someone who speaks only in another tongue. This person is Delulu. They're Delulu. They're empty. They're empty inside. They have no idea who they are. Loss of identity. Not only are they losing the world that they've created, right? The idiot with the juggler. The top and bottom of the deck. They're going to lose the entire life that they have built. They don't know who they are. They don't know who they are. That's why they haven't definitively chosen to be a high-aligned person, to be in their best light, to reciprocate golden energy to people who give them golden energy. It's foolish. It's foolish. To be fair, it says the 𝗏𝗧𝐿 is forever mad. It's fucking crazy. If you really think about it, to betray a good person who would do anything for you, who considers you above everybody else, who would make sure to the last breath that they had that you are okay, that they would never betray you, cheat, lie, steal, or take for granted anything that you do, that they would be in your corner in a heartbeat to defend you. If you would betray that person, you're crazy. You're crazy. You don't know who you are, and you got to go figure it out, and you can't be hurting this person in the process. This person doesn't deserve it. This person's crazy. It's crazy. I don't care how sane someone is in the world, and they go to work and they put on their face and they do their job just fine. But if they treat people like that, they're fucking crazy. Because no one in the right mind would betray someone who is there for them like that in their life. A loyal person, a hardworking person, a passionate person, an interested person, a merciful person, a loyal person. If you would betray that person, yeah, you're fucking nuts and you deserve to lose that person. That person deserves better than to suffer under your psychosis. You've got fucking shit to heal. Otherwise, why the fuck would it, how could you logically reason or excuse yourself to commit whatever wrongs you're committing against that person? What fucked up hoe math do you have to believe in to hurt a person like that? What is your fucked up reason? What Delulu logic are you using? Right? These fucking people. Cyclone, it's coming for your ass. These fucked up people, the cyclone is coming for your ass. It is about to tear through your fucking life, and you're going to lose everything that you didn't give two fucks about, and you should have. You should have. You knew better. You knew better. You didn't choose better, though. You gave in. You gave in to low temptation. Well, this is what fucking happens. And the other person is literally breaking free. We've got the big sky. They're free. They're free. The divine is shining on them. They're free. Shit, you can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. The big sky is chaotic good. It shows an epic moment as the slaves of a nation are freed. The slaves' freedom specifies momentous and powerful change as the old shackles are cast off in the light of day. No one in high aligned good order deserves to be enslaved to anybody's fucking demons just because they are strong enough to love you anyway. Just because they are strong enough to forgive you, just because they are strong enough to understand, doesn't mean they have to fucking deal with you. Doesn't mean they have to keep suffering and keep dealing with you and keep getting betrayed or keep getting gaslit or keep getting stolen from or keep getting lied to, keep getting abused, keep risking their body, keep risking their finances. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, if someone were to cheat on somebody else and they expect their partner to stay and deal with it, you're enslaving that person to your shadows that you refuse to heal. You're saying you have to suffer. You have to suffer because I'm suffering and I'm not healing. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing in my unhealed state, and you're going to have to be strong enough to handle it. You're going to be a slave to my shadows. No. No. Fuck you. Like, people don't understand. They get all indignant. Well, it was just this. It was just that. It doesn't really matter. It didn't mean anything to me. Well, then what the fuck did you do it for? What did you sacrifice and risk something that does mean something to you for something that doesn't? This card, came out for a reason. You fucking 𝐬𝐻. You fucking 𝐬𝐻. My grandfather would have called you a bacalao. Fucking stupid codfish. That's stupid. That's stupid. I'm going to pull out an energy alignment card for the loss and the cyclone and the big sky real quick. Just to see where they're at. And maybe why this ended up where it is. I'm going to see where my energy alignment deck brings it. Clarify the energy. Yeah. Negates their own feelings out of compassion for others. They have no self-compassion. Self-compassion came out in reverse. This is the lost. They could feel bad for people in worse situations than them. Like they get all wrapped up emotionally, invested in people who are worse off. That would be like the married man who feels bad for the prostitute and wants to save her. And gets all wrapped up with a hoe. Or they feel so bad because this person is dead broke and they've got kids and they're not even giving two shits that they're spending their partner's life savings because they're giving money to this person who's worse off than them. They don't want to heal themselves, so they're trying to heal people that they believe are less than them or lower than them. Not realizing they're becoming the very low that they're holding compassion for. Because they're going to lose what is, well, better. That is what deserves better. Where's the big sky at? Yeah, on some level, this person feels like they deserve to get punished. They don't show any compassion for the self because they don't feel like they deserve compassion, which means they deserve to be punished. That's a them problem. That's something deep between them and them. Where's the big sky at? Yeah, the bleeding heart. Blind empath and blindsided by bad choices. They felt for this person. They felt for this person, which is why this person is in their mirror doing what they're doing. This person negates their own feelings out of compassion for others, and that's what the big sky was doing for them. That's what the big sky was doing for them. The person getting freed. Right, this person right here was a big empath, bleeding heart, wanted to be there to save this person, to love this person when they needed it. And this person, the lost, instead of returning it to the empath, negated their own feelings, decided they needed to be punished. Really self-compassion in the reversed. Yeah, guilt-ridden's on the bottom. Someone did some shit they shouldn't have done. And so someone else is being solution-oriented. What's going on with this person, the lost? I'm going to get one more card. I might pull one for the big sky too. We'll just get two more cards. And then we're going to get some insight into the tarot because we all nosy as hell here. And we're going to find out what the fuck is going on. because someone was supposed to be responsible and wasn't. So insight, please. Breaking the cycle. Someone's a fraud or misrepresenting themselves. Whoever the lost person is about to get hit with that cyclone, they're misrepresenting themselves. They're being fraudulent or phony or dishonest, pretending to be something that they're not, or pretending that they're not doing something that they're doing, right? They're being false. And so the cycle is breaking. Angel Aniel is coming through. The cycle's breaking. Yeah. The big sky, that's the difference between these two people. The big sky is loyal. The big sky is loyal. 𝐴𝐞𝐫𝐿. Aquarius. Someone wanted someone else to submit to their demons and the fact that their demons are in their life and will always be in their life because they're not changing. Love me anyway. My demons aren't changing. My shadows aren't going anywhere. I'm helpless against my shadows. They always win. I can't help it. I can't help it. Submit to my shadows. Let them stay. Someone is asking, please submit to my shadows. Let my demons stay. I can't help it. And the other person said, no. No. You're going to have to learn to help it with the next person, or find somebody else willing to submit to your shadows, because it ain't me. It ain't me. It reminds me of that Selena Gomez song. It might even be called It Ain't Me. Insight, please. What is actually going on? Cards are flying. Justice is what's fucking happening. Yup. What else? Someone's panicking. Someone's panicking and trying to make a deal. Give me one more in clarity, please. Someone is panicking because shit hit the fan. Justice came out with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Someone was working really hard on being single, whether they realized it or not. They were working really hard on being single, whether they realized it or not. And someone else has been working hella hard on their inner work. Yeah. This is a victory for someone. The person who's been doing the inner work, right? Whoever that big sky is, they've been putting in the inner work. The Justice is the Ace of Cups. Fortune's going to change. Someone's going to end up with a victory. Someone else might have a public loss. Public meaning people are aware of it. It's not secret. Because they might need help. They might need fucking help financially. The Six of Coins with the Judgment card. They might be trying to call in favors. Yup, they don't got much. They're holding on to whatever the fuck they've got. They got 4 coins with the Ace of Swords. That 9 of Swords just flashed itself. Yeah, they know they blew it. They know they blew it. 2 of Coins came out with the 4 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. They're getting pinged. They're getting pinged to do the right thing. And I think they're sitting on it. They really are holding on to the truth that they believe that this is who they are and they can't change. They are holding on to that truth and missing the opportunity they have to get justice from the divine. Yeah, they're like, please don't walk away. We're contracted. There's arguments over it. The 5 of Swords is clarifying the 3 of Coins. There's arguments over contracts or things that are binding. Someone is trying to make a deal. But I feel like they're almost convincing. They're trying to convince the big sky to take the short end of the stick. Hey, Shockproof, how you doing? Yeah, it's a fucking burden. It's a fucking mess. To actually walk away and separate, this is a mess. The 10 of Wands with the 8 of Cups in the reverse. It's a burden. It's a burden to stay. It's going to be a mess to walk away, but it is a burden to stay. Give me one more clarity card on that. Someone's really immature. I got the Page of Swords out here. Queen of Swords on bottom. 2 of Wands on top. Yeah. Someone is arguing with someone else to stay, and they're trying to sell them a penny for a nickel. Someone is trying to sell you a penny for a nickel. They're trying to make all these wonderful reasons why you should stay despite their bullshit. Despite their bullshit. All these reasons why you should stay. Take it a layer deeper for me, please, Spirit. Take it a layer deeper for me. What's causing this? Because this is definitely insight into what is transpiring after someone put in all that effort to get themselves single. Whether they realized it or not, that is what they were doing. They were putting in a lot of effort to get themselves single, to put themselves into the dark night. They were working so hard. Yeah. For some people, it's lust. For other people, it's pride. And they've got mommy issues that they haven't healed yet. Temperance in the reverse, they haven't healed it yet. They have strong Leo or Pisces placements, Leo or Pisces moon. Yeah, they're a Page of Wands parading around like a King of Wands. This person, it could definitely be infidelity. The Judgment card, it's not falling in their favor. Yeah, death. It's over. It's over. They're trying to control it now. The King of Cups is the control card. They're trying to control it now. They're trying to get it back under control because they completely lost control. I think whoever the true divine masculine, they're going to get their fulfillment. The true divine masculine, the Emperor, is going to have their fucking day. The innocent on top. I shit you not. Look at the fucking words on the bottoms of these cards. Innocence is on top. That is fulfillment. That's this right here, the white wolf. That's the Emperor. Someone is trying to control the Emperor, and the Emperor is looking at them like, do you not know who the fuck I am? Mr. King of Wands, King of Cups, bullshit. You're talking to an Emperor. I don't care what gender you are. You're talking to an Emperor. You're trying to fucking negotiate with an Emperor to deal with your bullshit. Emperor is more inclined to fucking replace you. Because the kingdom you're leading deserves better. They're going to end up getting their wish fulfillment. They're innocent in all of this. They didn't do anything wrong. Someone didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything wrong, and they have no reason to tolerate bullshit. So... what more do you want? Someone was dead ass wrong. Like no coming back from it level wrong. Like how many times did y'all have to fuck it up? How bad did you fuck it up? For real. Pull from the Magical Spirit Oracle. This is a deck that an artist that I follow on Facebook, she did this deck. She said it took her 1.5 years to make it. I absolutely love her art. Her name is 𝐴lexis. She's really cool. So this is her deck. I love promoting artists. What else is the guidance, please, Spirit? What card above all others? For those who would need it. Whether they are dealing with the fucking lost soul who's about to get fucking nailed by the cyclone, or if they're the one being freed from it. I got 2 cards. Emotions and Goddess of the Sea. Honoring the flow of all the emotions. Alchemy, processing, and sensitivity. It's time to come home. All right, coming home to your heart space, abundance, purification, and ego. Card 34 and 38. Let's read. Okay, the water cards. Okay. Emotions. Fluidity, alchemy, processing, and sensitivity. The affirmation, my emotions are honored, processed, and healing. Emotion is energy in motion. Emotions must be allowed to express, flow, and transmute, not be neglected, overflowing, or left stagnant. Navigating emotions can be tricky, but above all else, they must be honored, they must be processed, and they must be respected. This doesn't mean that we give in to the whims of every emotion we feel. We still have a responsibility to use our better judgment when deciphering them. For instance, Emotion feels while the intuition knows. Get curious about them. Where is it coming from? Why am I feeling this? How can I better move through it? If you are sensitive, you must protect yourself from getting lost in the chaos of emotions. It can be too much. Sometimes they can send us spiraling into deep despair or joyful naiveness. We must find the balance of body, mind, and soul. We must learn emotional intelligence. This is why writing can be beneficial in making sense of our emotions. Words are spells. Writing can help us organize both our thoughts and our emotions, soothe ourselves back into balance, understand and release them along with tears, and help us figure out how we can best move through them and decide the right action to take. Pulling the emotions card tells us that there is a flow that needs to happen. Something internal is affecting our external world and is calling to be processed so we can live our fullest and most enriched life. What action can you take to transmute it? Me and Tonya talk about this often. Emotions. They're your GPS. It's how you know if something is or is not in alignment with your highest good. Because your highest good feels light. Your highest good feels right in here. It makes sense to your soul. There's no question marks. There's no confusion. It feels peace. It feels like joy. It feels like trust. It feels like safety. If it doesn't feel like those things, if the feelings don't feel good, if you feel anxious, if you feel doubtful, if you feel angry, if you feel guilty, if you feel frustrated, if you feel unworthy, if you feel sad, it's because there's something about it, something about the situation, something about your perspective that needs to shift away from whatever it is that is causing those feelings. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to go somewhere and scream, scream. If you need to get it out and write furiously like you're about to hit the lottery, right? Then write furiously. Get it out, whatever you're feeling. Because if you are in a toxic situation or a misaligned situation and you're breaking free from it, the last thing you need to do is lose emotional control, go absolutely berserk and act what seems seemingly crazy, and then feel bad that you lost control of yourself and negotiate with said lost person. You feel bad now. Maybe you overreacted. Well, yes, you overreacted. It doesn't change what they did, though. But if you feel that way, you might just start negotiating with someone who hurt you to the point that you exploded and lost yourself. That their lost state reflected in you losing yourself. And then justifying why you should stay with them because of it. No different than they're trying to justify to you why you should stay, despite it. Your emotions are legit. Once you feel your emotion, acknowledge it for what it is. I'm fucking angry right now. Okay, acknowledge it. Okay, you're fucking angry right now. Breathe. Breathe. You can let go of the intensity without negating the fact that you're pissed, and you can hold yourself to a higher standard of dignity and integrity. Because that's what this other person is lacking to begin with. And the only reason you would stay in alignment with this person is if you lost your dignity and your integrity. Like attracts like. So hold on to your dignity. Hold on to your integrity. Allow yourself to feel the anger and recognize it for what it is. It's someone mistreating your soul's energy, someone mistreating your love. And the acknowledgement of just simply needing to let it go. You can handle it and release your emotions in other ways that are healthier than freaking out at someone, because it's not going to serve them. It's not going to really serve you either. Right? So goddess of the sea, abundance, purification, ego, and treasures, says, I am coming home to where my soul calls me. The fisherman has been on a long and challenging journey. He has been casting his net for fish, but the fish do not come. His soul is starving as he longs for more. And suddenly he sees a shining light in the distance, a soft purple glow that he decides to follow. He is led to the goddess of the sea, her ruling element being the forces and symbology of water. Her purpose is to help us remember where the real treasures are. She can show you what it is you need, not just what you want. And if you are willing to know, she can show you what is soul versus ego. She takes you beyond your false needs and false self. She shows you a world of true spiritual abundance. The fisherman symbolizes the ego and its endless desires and hunger for more. Yet he is searching in the wrong places, and it's never enough. He plunders the sea and gets lost in its vast expanses. After all his searching for more, he has never felt less. Small, insignificant, empty. Even though an abundant sea lies beneath him and all around him. The goddess of the sea dissolves everything that is not true or rooted in soul. This can be painful as we have our vices. She is powerful and represents the endless abundance of water, its purification power, the cleansing it can bring. Pulling this card is affirmation of her awakening within you. You're starting to notice more of what is not true. You're realizing more often when you are casting a net for false treasure. The things that used to sparkle have become dull and undesirable. You feel called towards what is real for you. You're becoming less and less like the fisherman. This card can also be a sign to watch extra closely where you are fishing. The sea goddess calls you near and has much to show you. You are so close to her. It is time to come now. Release your net. You won't need it much longer. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? And do you really need it like you think? Whether you're the lost, trying to help people less fortunate than you to your own detriment and the detriment of the people you are responsible for? What are you looking for? Or if you're the big sky, what are you looking for in such a lost person? What are you looking for? That your mirror is someone who is lost of purpose and doesn't know their identity, which probably means you're still identifying through parental wounding, ancestral wounding, and you haven't truly come into your true self yet. You're probably emerging, which is why the divine is stepping in and doing all of this magically wonderful, crazy shit to help you out. Okay. Listen to your feelings. Listen to your feelings, because if you do something and feel guilty for it, then you shouldn't have done it. You know, I always ask myself, because I've talked about it. If I have to keep it a secret from my son, I shouldn't have been doing it. If I cannot be honest with my son, I shouldn't be doing it. I will be in misalignment. It will adversely affect me and my relationship with him. It will take a toll on my life and his. It will cause unnecessary stress and strain. If I cannot be honest with my son, then I am in misalignment if I choose that. That's called consideration. That is called consideration. So if you have someone in your life that you love or that loves you, if you would have to keep a secret from them, if you could not tell them what you're choosing, then you should not be doing it. Then you should not be doing it. And if you have no problem being open about it, telling them about it, listening to their feedback and discerning through it and being like, I really feel like this is meant for me. It feels great, the idea of choosing it, and they are not keen on it. Well, then you and the person you're telling are just not in alignment like you thought. Your paths are going in different directions, and that's okay. Doesn't mean there's not love there. It just means everything in your soul is pushing you towards something and they are not down with it. But you should be able to be honest. If you cannot be honest, then the problem lies with you. Guilt is a feeling. Fear is a feeling. Because even if you're like some sociopathic person and you don't feel guilt and you don't feel remorse, you feel fear though. You feel fear though. You feel like you're afraid you could lose this. You feel like you're afraid you could lose that. You're afraid your reputation will be tarnished. You're afraid you're going to lose every dollar in your bank account. Fear you feel though. You got to listen to your emotions. If you cannot be honest, if you cannot be transparent, if you feel like you have to omit or keep a secret or lie or skew or avoid whatever being transparent, then you're wrong. You're in misalignment. Listen to your emotions. Don't get all bent out of shape if you're on the receiving end of someone else's bullshit. It's all right. You're letting go of an old mirror where you weren't showing compassion for yourself and tolerating less than what you should have been receiving. You put your best energy out there, the bleeding heart, blind empath, because you felt for this person and wanted to make this person's life better from the gate. You wanted to feel like this person could live a better life and you knew that you could provide it. You knew that you could fill in the gaps, that you could mend the cracks and make this person's life better. And if they decided that they didn't want to be whole and they wanted to feel all cracked and broken and pity themselves in life, well, then they chose that. You can't stop them from choosing that. You can't stop them from giving into their demons. You can't stop them from being false and misrepresenting themselves. You can't stop them from doing things and choosing deceit. You just choose to separate from it. Because you shouldn't have to submit to their demons or their shadows and deal with it. Because it's just who they are. They can't help it. No, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. And anybody worth a shit, they're going to have it. They're not going to have it. People can only tolerate bullshit for so long. Even if they've tolerated it in the past. I feel like they're not tolerating it anymore. How many chances do people want? Like people start to get to this point like, you're just showing me who you are. You're showing me who you are. You could stop apologizing. You could stop saying you're going to be better. You're not going to be better. You've done it a million times. As far as I'm concerned, you've done it one time too many. You've done it one time too many. Like, you're going to have to deal with the fate that you chose. You chose to behave in a certain way. The outcome is this. You don't get to redo. Because you can't go back in the past and stop yourself 4, 5, 6, 100 times. 1. You should have never made that choice to begin with. Never. Never. Like, I don't understand. Like, as someone who has never cheated on anybody in my life ever, I've never cheated in my life. I wouldn't take back somebody who's cheated on me. Like, you did it once. You did it once. And if that's where your line of love gets drawn, that you don't care about my feelings, you don't care about my physical body, and the fact that I'm sharing you now, you don't care about my mental well-being, my emotional well-being, like, you made that choice to cheat. You don't care about me. Okay. Well, then thank you for cheating so that I know. Because now I can let you go and not think twice about it. And you can go live your life. And I'm going to live a better one without someone like you in it. Like, thanks for letting me see who you are. Thanks. I'll pray for the next person that you dupe. Sucks to be them. Yeah. I just pulled for Aquarius. So you know what? Aqua placements. The house of Aqua rules for you. If someone is betraying you, if someone is taking all of your full fucking heart and telling you that it's allowed, your heart's allowed to be in pain, deal with it. That's life. Love hurts. No, it doesn't hurt. Betrayal hurts. Betrayal hurts. Love doesn't hurt. Love is amazing. Love is beautiful. Betrayal hurts. Lies hurt. Love doesn't, though. Till next time, guys. I love you. Take care.